I guess I want to go back to the fact that part of why I like to get a little bit of your time to tell you about this is because the whole organic movement, the whole definition of what organic is, came from a group of small farmers that were across the country. We were here in Virginia saying, well, this is what organic is, and we gathered all this, we gathered together and we would have meetings, and we said, well, what do you do? What do you do? And then we went around the country, and it was all small farmers who made up this, what became the proposal for the law that is now your national organic standard. So it was all volunteer time, and it was all small farmers who made this happen. And I just like to go, yoo-hoo, we're still out here growing local stuff, and we've got the freshest, and we've got the nicest, because right now there's a lot more competition going on for this whole organic thing, and I'm afraid people are getting duped, with what they're getting, because the big stores have come in and they're carrying all the dry goods, but they're not really focusing on the produce. You get a little bit of produce, but we've got a great selection down here. So when I do these classes, I usually try and concentrate on the produce that's in season. So in the winter, of course, we're just between greens, because in the fall we have a nice long period of greens where we're getting collards and kale and lettuces and things like that. But this class just happens to be in a time where the spring greens haven't started coming up. So I'm concentrating on the butternut squash is grown on the eastern shore, as well as some of our sweet potatoes. But the sweet potatoes I cooked for tonight are from the farm that's out here in Pungo. And those are the things that you can buy right now. We've got turnips downstairs that are also from a local farm. But I really like to try and teach people to try and, be open-minded to what's on the shelf, what is the freshest, what was produced here, and try and arrange your menu around that, because that absolutely has the most nutritional value, and especially when we're talking about the greens. So we used black kale up here. I'm going to show you, we put it in a salad. We eat it raw, we put it in a salad. But our producer, John Wilson, who's just over on London Bridge Road, does produce black kale and curly kale and chard and all kinds of wonderful greens, all kinds of oriental greens like bok choy and